had somebody ask me recently, what are men looking for from women and what do most guys want out of a relationship? I feel like guys, we really don't even get asked that question a lot. A lot of times it's more about what the girl wants. A lot of times, like, guys, we're just supposed to provide. And it's like, we don't even really get asked like what it is that we want. And I really had to think about this, like, damn, what do I want? A little bit about me though, I have a lot of like abandonment type kind of issues. It's always felt like, not that there's a problem with me, but sometimes you feel like, why am I not enough? Like, why was I not enough for you to be there? Why was I not enough for this or that? I kind of carry that into my relationships. I promise you, there are a lot of guys that would love to be with somebody who don't care about social media, who would love to be ducked off and just like, be away from people and just have their family, travel together, have their shows that they watch and just like build with somebody. I think with social media, it's really made things more difficult. The foundation is not there a lot of times nowadays. Everything is kind of just fast paced. It's just, I think you're attractive, or it's just, or more or less, it's just like, people hook up and then they figure out if they like each other. Love language is somebody who pays attention to like the little details, just like the small little details. I drop some content, right? Whether it's music or just, something like this. And, you either like it or you share it, or even if you don't do any of that, you give me some kind of feedback, some criticism, or, just paying attention to the small little things means so much to me. If you just told me, hey, I seen your video, I'll be like, damn, okay, she noticed. If I get a haircut or if I get my hair braided and you say something, you acknowledge it. I love stuff like that. Guys, we're typically the ones that stay in situations even when we're not happy. Finding a woman that is willing to see things through with you, not be persuaded by their friends, not being consumed with lust. There's always other options, and with social media, it's instant. There's somebody in your friend request. You're seeing other people's relationships. You get influenced based off the shows you watch, the music you listen to. I mean, there is a lot of things that are going in your brain that make you feel and act certain ways. I mean, if I find the right woman, I don't really see myself being on social media. I don't care about showing off. Like I said, there is a vast majority of guys who would love to just be ducked off, have their little family, and have a lot of love in it. And that's what a lot of guys want. And a lot of times it's more about respect, right? So I'm just speaking about, for me, like the things that I would want. Because again, I'm not like, I am more geared towards like traditional type of stuff, as far as like, she cooks and then like I'm doing like the heavy lifting, whether it's like paying majority of the mortgage or the rent, or I cover pretty much all the bills. As a guy, I'm cool with that. I'm 100% okay with that. I know some guys might want to go half for that. That's their prerogative. That's what they do. I'm not judging. I am somebody who, I'm really big on loyalty. I'm really big on respect. I am really big on communication, right? If you just come talk to me and you tell me, hey, I don't think this is working, or I want to do this or do that, I'll never be upset or mad at somebody because they don't want to be with me. There's tons of people in the world. My feelings might be hurt, but it's never that big of a deal. It's not a problem, right? It's just the manipulating. It's the lying. It's the acting like you want something that you don't want. And a lot of times people don't know what people have been through, and you don't know what somebody is trying to do to heal, or the shit that they have gotten over. And so when you get into situations with people where they lie, or they're not willing to see things through, and it affects you in ways that you don't understand. I don't think women understand the words and the actions of what they do and how it affects a man, and how it just plays in our heads. Situations and things don't even have to go as bad as they go. Because I'm not going to get mad at you because you want to go off and go do other things. I promise you I'm not. It's just, don't make me feel like you want something that you really don't want. And then now I'm sitting here just trying to pick up the pieces, and now I feel worthless, and now I'm questioning my own value because you want to, go off and do all this other stuff, and then you want me to hang around. Because like I said, man, like if you didn't know better, women are really good at stringing you along, and they'll go do this and do that, and they'll know that you're always going to be there. So like, one of my biggest advices as a guy, get as attractive as you can. Always focus on making money and making more money. Because when you just have those two things alone, right? You work on your attractiveness, whether it's like getting in the gym, buying better clothes, whatever it is for you to become as attractive as possible, and you have your money, you'll always be able to get a woman. Now, the quality of the woman, that's different. That's a whole different subject, different story. But I'm just saying, as a man, if you have those two things, you're gonna be well off. But I would just say, for the most part, like guys, what we're looking for really is the main thing is respect, communication, the ability to, not be for everybody. Me, honestly, I'm not really too concerned with, a girl's body count and like what she's done, because if I'm with you, I'm all about you and I'm for you. So for me personally, it's not too big of a deal, but I could understand how a guy would be a little bit reluctant if, she's kind of known for having of a high body count. I believe in soul ties. And even me, like, I definitely remember some of my better experiences with different people, and I'll probably always remember that. The thing about guys is we're very territorial. Like, what's ours is ours, and so we are very protective, and it can get misconstrued because I think guys don't know how to go about it, and so it'll come off as controlling, when a lot of times it's just like, hey, I don't want you having a bunch of guy friends because I know how guys think. I don't want you going to the club because and you're drinking. That's just more chances of something happening that I don't want happening. Now, we don't want to have to tell you to do things. So like me, I just observe. I'm just going to naturally let you do what you do so that I know what you want to do. Because I'm not asking you to cook for me every day. I'm not asking you to clean up and do laundry and shit like that. I could do all that shit my damn self, right? Now, if we're gonna be together, I do expect us to figure out how can we like do this, and okay, you do this, I do that. How can we work together? For most guys, they're not even gonna leave the relationship, and this is the thing that women don't understand, is that when a guy picks a woman, that is his woman, so he's willing to put up with almost anything. Like, he knows what comes with that, the sassiness, her mood swings. Guys, we can get other people, but you want who you want. Most guys, they stay even when they're not happy. Whereas a girl, it's all about how she feels in the present moment. Doesn't matter what you've done for her in the past. It's just like, either right now I'm not happy, so I want to go do this. And a lot of times people will mess up a relationship just for, 5 minutes, 10 minutes of lust with somebody, and then think that they could just come back and then think it's going to be the same. It's just never the same. And like, that's why most girls, they don't even have to be the prettiest. It's just, are you my peace? Do you bring me peace? When I come home from work, are you nagging, or is it, how was your day? Can we like actually communicate? There's just too much. There's too much in a woman's face, I think, nowadays, where it's like the moment that something happens, that it's like, she's there, she's not willing to really see it through. The right woman will inspire a guy and make him want to become the best version of himself, she's not going to make him feel like he's not worthy.